Hey everybody, welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. I am of course Tony and I do day trading, in case that I suppose the clue is in the title of the channel. But look, it's a Wednesday, so happy hump day. And it is a short week this week because we've got Good Friday, observance of Good Friday on Friday. That's another funny thing, isn't it? Good Friday being on a Friday. Well, the observance of Good Friday by the US stock market will be, so there'll be no trading on Friday. So it's a 4-day week. So I suppose not really hump day. We're kind of in the tail end of the week now for ahead of a long weekend. And we've been day trading today, as the title will suggest, and we've traded 5 stocks. We've had another good green day, a good green day over goal, and not only a good green day over goal, substantially over goal enough to get us out of the drawdown that we created for ourselves at the end of March, the last 2 days of March last week. So how much have we made? We've made $8,500, just over $8,500 today. So we got $6,000 up, and that was me done for the day. It was over goal. I could have just walked away, but I didn't. I carried on trading. So I lost a couple of $1,000. Then I was up again and over goal to the tune of $8,000. So a little bit of up and down chicanery today. We traded 5 stocks, as I say, and we traded one of the banks that went into meltdown over the this last month. It was very profitable for me to trade those, but mostly to the short side for obvious reasons. So Western Alliance, tried to trade it again today. It popped up on disclosure of its deposit figures, and I got in, and whilst I had chance to take a profit, I just held on to the position too long and ended up losing $6,000. Well, just under $6,000 for $5,800, and as a result of that, we ended up $2,000. Once we got green, we stayed green. But we were over goal a few times. And then when we finally got over goal towards the end of the day, that was it. I thought, okay, I'm staying over goal. I'm locking it down. I'm done trading for the day. We were up and hovering around between 6,000 and 8,000 most of the day. So what I was gaining, I was giving back. I was overtrading. That's essentially what I was doing. I overtraded. I should have locked it down. Once I got up to $8,000 the first time, I should have locked it down. That should have been it. As I'm sat here talking about trading, streaming live, and I've take boredom trades. And when they don't go in my favor, I've only myself to blame. So that was it again today. So let's talk about what we traded, when we traded, why we traded it, etc. So, and what I'll do is I'll tack on some of the recordings of these trades, because a lot of them were very quick trades. I'll tack on some of the recordings of the trades, and we'll go from there. Okay. So first trade that I took was with LMNL Biosciences. Now, the reason this popped up, it hit the news, and it popped up basically on news of a potential acquisition. So it popped up here, and then as it pulled back, I wait for to confirmation of new highs. So I got in here for the break of new highs, and then it kind of started consolidating until it then broke out. When it broke out, I was able to take profits and then trade this little range up here as well. It did start looking a bit weak, so I got out. That was LMNL Bioscience. We made $2,000 on that. Now, we did trade it a little bit later, just after the open, and it didn't break out for us. So we got in here as we were looking to break $7, and it just didn't go in our favor. So we ended up cutting this for a loss. As it started to make its move back up, I tried a re-entry for the continuation, and it pulled back. So as it broke new lows again, I cut the position, and we ended up giving back most of the $2,000 we'd made on this one. So we ended up $400 to the good. So we're waiting for something good to pop up, and we got one stock that moved up really nice, which was BURU, and it had a government contract. On the news of the government contract, I was able to get in here for the break of the $0.50, and up it went. So BURU, up it went. Took some profits on the way up, and as it started to pull back, I exited the position here. It did pop up a little bit further, went up to kind of 850-ish before pulling back, and then kind of just sold off most of the day. I thought it might, this was what I was watching. So this had a catalyst around, it had just been awarded a government contract with the US Department of Defense, something to do with specialty lasers or whatever the scenario may be. So it was a good catalyst, but it just carried on selling off. I thought this was going to be a great catalyst for a gap and go, but once it got below the VWAP here, it never kind of broke out and got above it. So what did we trade after BURU? Well, we traded IFRX. So we actually lost on IFRX first and foremost. So what actually happened here is I got in for the move up, a little bit of profit here, and then I got in for the gap and go. Gap and go up here, adding to the position for the move up and the break of highs into a halt. I'm thinking, great, happy days. It looks like it's going to gap up. We're in a good place, and then it pulled back. And I thought, okay, well, maybe we'll get a bounce. When we didn't get a bounce and it broke new lows, I got out. Then it moved up. So I looked for the next candle to make a new high, type of bull flag type scenario, and got in. It moved all the way back up. So I added to the position for showing signs of strength. I added for the position, new high of day. And then as it started to pull back, managed to get a little bit of profit before it pulled all the way back. And then we got out. So then we lost a little bit here as well. So I was finding ourselves slightly down on this one as a result. But we came back and we traded it a little bit later. And I'll show you that trade right now. So we got in here and we rolled that up, took some profits here and here. And then added to the position for this move up here. And it moved up, we got out here. So I'll show you this trade, the recording of this trade here. So it starts, bounce on the VWAP, move all the way up, and took profits up at the top here as it pulled back. It then just kind of pulled most of the way back again. I had a look at it a few times, looking for an additional piece, but that got us green on the ticker. It got us back up to about 8,000 in profit, and then we traded, I think we traded Western Alliance. So this was the bank. So we were $8,000 up. This started to make a nice move up. It basically got a little bit of an influx of volatility. And what actually happened was that they announced the deposit data, or the deposit numbers, and the market reacted quite bullishly to them. So as you can see here, it just started, it got some volatility up, down, up, down, up, down. So I got in here, then move up into a halt, gapped up whilst it pulled down, and then started to move back up and then bounce. As it moved up, broke new highs, that's when I entered, and it then started to pull back. So I got out here. It did start to make another move back up, so I re-entered, and then it pulled back again, and I just didn't cut it. I held on to it too long. I held on to it too long here. I should have been getting out around 30.20 for a smaller loss, and then I held on to it way too long here. And instead of getting out where I should have got out, which would have been about 30.20 again, I held it below $30, and actually a little over $20, so $29. So just holding that, we just traded that one badly. It was very volatile. The spreads were wicked wide again, as usual with this, and I knew that was going to be the case, which is why I didn't go in with huge size. But across the two trades, across the two entries on this particular ticker, I ended up losing almost $6,000. So we're 8,000 up. We've lost just under $6,000, so that left us $2,000 up. And coming into the close, power hour, we found not a lot moving. We went through kind of a period of tranquility. Then into power hour, we traded one last thing, which was here. This was SCLXn. Now, SCLXn going out of business, actually. So it's going bankrupt. Now this was moving. I was reluctant to actually take a trade with this because of it's going bankrupt. We just kept moving up, nice pullback, move up, nice pullback, move up. I thought, okay, maybe I should take a trade with this if it moves up. And it got to here, and I thought, okay, well, if we break the $0.50, I'm getting in. So we broke the $0.50. We had a little pullback, but then it moved up and was able to take profits along the way, and made just over $6,000 on SCLXn. So I put a trailing stop in up at the top here, and as it pulled back, it got stopped out. Now, it did kind of sell off, but that was essentially my day's trading. So we went 6,000 up, down to 5,000, then up to 8,000, down to 2,000, back up to 8,000. That's just the way it was today. It's a bit of a roller coaster, but we're over goal, and that's all that matters. I did overtrade a little bit, probably wrapped up quite too many commissions and charges. Still finishing over $7,500 up net, but look, that's what it is. That's something that we just have to take on board. And maybe I need to be a bit more disciplined with my overtrading. Just not taking boredom trades. The Western Alliance, do you know what? I don't regret taking the trade, because I think where I got in was fine. How I managed the trade once I'd taken it, that wasn't good. So the entry for the break of highs, no problem. But as it pulled back and didn't get the continuation, I should have cut the position there. However, even that being said, I had 3 more opportunities to get out of that trade profitably, and I didn't take them. So that's my own fault. That's poor trade management on me. And I went in for a second bite of the cherry, and that went against me, and I held back too long as well. So that's just poor trade management from me. Ill discipline, not using stops, or not sticking to the trade plan that I had in my mind beforehand, and accommodating trying to accommodate the trade instead. So that's my own fault, and I deserve to lose that. But sat here now with $8,500 up, and we could have been $14,000 up if I hadn't taken that trade, or we could have been $10,000 to $12,000 up if I'd cut my losses on that trade like I should have done. It could have been $15,000, $16,000 up if I'd exited that trade profitably, like I had the opportunity to do so. So, shoulda, woulda, coulda. And hindsight is a wonderful thing in trading. But look, we're profitable. It's a good green day. And any green day is a good day, but it's a good green day, and we're over goal. So let's take a look at where we're finishing now. So this is April. We've only done 3 days, 3 green days to start April. It's great that I'm actually making money on a Monday this month, because I'm not doing that across most of the years to date. I'm not doing that across most of my career, actually. I'm actually making less money on Mondays than I am any other day of the week. But that being said, let's have a look at the actual details, and let's come back down here forget the days and times for a moment. This is what I want to draw your attention to here. So we went into drawdown last week as a result of the 2 red days that we had at the back end of March. That took us, our high was 503,000, coming up towards the end of March. So we had the drawdown, and now we've pretty much recovered all of the drawdown. We're back up to 503,000. So we're back up the highs, slightly up at the highs. We're talking a matter of cents. But we've cleared the drawdown, and that is, for me, an absolute win before the end of this week. We've got 1 more trading day left this week. So now we can start making inroads into higher highs. What I would say about that is, as I think I mentioned when we last broke the $500,000 mark, last year it took me until early June before I broke the $500,000 mark. We're way ahead of goal. If I go back to the days and times here, we can see that we had a good January over goal, not so much on February, but we're 55k over goal in January. So, and we were at 57k so we were just slightly behind year to date after February. But we had my best ever trading month in March, over double goal in March. That more than covers what we lost in February in terms of momentum. So we're now in a really good place. Just put it into context. At the end of March, which was a little over 4 days ago, 3 trading days ago. So at the end of March, pro rata, according to my goals for the year, I should have been at 360,000 in gross profit. We're 500,000. So we've had 3 days on top of that. So 6,000 a day. I should be 378,000. So 360 is 18. So 378,000 pro rata after today. And we're at 503. So we're way ahead of goal, over 100,000 ahead of goal. So in a really good place for hitting the annual goal, and we just need to continue. We've started off well enough in terms of the month, April. We'll be at it again tomorrow. We'll be starting from an hour before the market opens. We'll be trading live. I'll be trading for a couple of hours. I'll take a little bit of a break. I'll keep the stream going. We'll be trading all day as we have done today. It's a tiring process, but this is how committed I am to you. So let's get back at it tomorrow. I want you to come join me. 8:30 market time, 1:30 p.m. my time, and we'll do it all over again. It is the last trading day of the week, as I mentioned. We'll have a nice long weekend to recuperate and recover, so I've no problems doing a long stream tomorrow and 3 days to recover before coming back next Monday. In the meantime, just enjoy these trade replays. I'll edit it for time, but you'll get the gist on most of these trades. Hope to see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Oh, NBURU. Oh, nice. So just at the bottom of the hour, NBURU was selected by the US Department of Defense for position on contract for high-energy laser beams. Oh, now I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback, looking for the break of 550. Oh, nice. I'll lock that in. There you go. That's how you do goal in like 10 seconds. Happy days. Slow to that trigger. I wanted to get that at 550, but I'm 25 cents late. Wanted to buy that dip. It's been bouncing on the 20 EMA pretty much since the open. That's why I wanted to buy that dip. It wasn't quick enough. Sometimes your finger speed can cost you money, and that's the case here. Sure. Might switch the buttons around a little bit. I actually switched that around because I hit the wrong button at one stage. I'll take another look at that. Buying that dip, bounce off the VWAP. Like to be able to scale down on this for a nice little profit, but we'll see. Missed my window then. Scale out. Let's see. Doing the spreads at the minute. 20-cent trailing stop. 26 cents on the average through range. So this should stop me out. You can get it. You can, if you go to dashtrader.com, you can. I think there's. I don't know how much it is a month anymore, but I was partnering with them for a while. It depends on where you're looking there, Jaj. If because I would say the M's gone. Let's see if we can get. What are we? We've got 10 cents on this already. So in terms of goodness, so 250 bucks. We got gold. We got to gold. We gave it back. So now IFRX just stopped me out. That's okay. We're 500 away from gold again. New high of date. Buy high, sell higher. That's what I'm looking for here. So back over goal. I've got a trailing stop in place now. I didn't think it was. Oh, it's a false halt. False halt. I thought that was going to halt. What did I get filled up there? I filled up at the top. Nice. There you go. It's halted. So there we go. I didn't say that. Allegedly. Allegedly. There's the resumption gap up. But I got the trailing stop in place. This is nice. I don't need to be as aggressive as I have been. These base hits and good parabolic movers are... How long did it take me to be consistently profitable? About 8-9 months, just the one. I lost about... I'd like to say about $30,000 before I started becoming consistently profitable. But we're 8K up. Spreads are like 12 cents. Get over 14.50, I'll go for it. I have this here. It's 42. Is he going to film me or not? Partial. Come without me. Why is it not filling me? Liquidity on this should be... I went right through. Just can't get filled. Now I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed. I hate when I'm caught between the spreads. 20-cent spreads here. Over $15 should do it. $15.46 is the hot level up. Current high of day is 88, 14.88. I want to see this tap $15. Spreads are shocking there, like 30 cents, so just be wary of that. Spreads are quite rangy. Only 4 cents on the ask, but then 40 cents on the bid. That's always a bit dodgy. There's 15. I want to see 15 on the bid, though. Come on. Let's have it. Just a little bit off. Spreads are getting wild here. new high of day. 1545 high of day at the moment. 1614 halt level up, so the 30-cent trailing stop in there. It's a 62 cents range, so I probably will get stopped out, but it takes me back over goal. So up and down like a bride's nightie, up and down like a bride's nightgown. So the question is, how much over goal will it take me? Will it take me back up to the highs of 8,000 today? There we go. There we go. Nice. Halt level 1650. Got stopped out. Back over 8,000. I think I'm going to shut it down.